Bradshaw's Steelers won 4 Super Bowls. He was the MVP in 2 of them.
Getting dinged against the Cowboys and throwing that past the Swanee was a pretty beautiful play.
Here is Bradshaw. When Swan is open. Got it. Steeler touchdown.
He breaks pocket just a little, buys himself a second, and then the beastie throw right on the Swanee for it all. I mean, that's beautiful stuff.
In every fourth quarter of every Super Bowl, I came through with a big play. Go to Super Bowl 14 and take that touchdown pass at the end of the game to John Stallworth. That's who I am.
He pulls it in at the 30, the 20, the 10, the 5, and it's a touchdown for Pittsburgh.
To watch Otto Graham was to watch a winner. Automatic Otto was the Browns' quarterback for 10 seasons. During that period, Cleveland played in 10 consecutive title games. Graham led his team to 4 All-American Conference and 3 NFL championships.
I still think of him in the most classically heroic way, because when you watched Cowboy games, even if they were behind by 14 or 17, it didn't really matter what the score was, there was a high likelihood that they would come back, because so much of their success was built around Staubach's ability to bring the team back.
In the 1972 divisional playoff, the former naval officer demonstrated why he earned the nickname Captain Comeback, throwing 2 touchdowns in the final 2 minutes. During an 11-year NFL career, Staubach led 15 fourth-quarter comeback victories, including this one that gave birth to the term Hail Mary.
Well, the Cowboys need a miracle. Roger takes the snap, pumps it once. He's going long. Down the near sideline for Drew Pearson. Pearson makes the catch at the 5. Touchdown! What you believe it?
Third down, 12 seconds to go in the game. Niners lead by 4. Favre back to pass. He gets away from the pressure. Fires to the end zone. It's right! Touchdown! Oh my heavens! Favre has given the Minnesota Vikings an improbable victory!
Upon his retirement, Brett Favre will own every significant NFL passing record. He won 3 consecutive league MVP awards. Some men are driven to be great. Some just enjoy the ride.
People have forgotten about that because the Packers were grinded out, run the football teams, and Bart's image was firmly planted as the staid executioner of the Vince Lombardi run-first offense. So Bart Starr would call a 4th and 1 play-action pass and throw it for a touchdown in the most daring kind of play, and people would simply forget it the next day because that was not his image. When he went with play-action, very often it was for huge plays. And very often, a Packer game or even a Packer season would turn on a phenomenal execution of a fake of a play action by Bart Starr at a time when the team couldn't move the ball, and the team would go on to win and then go on to win championships.
Dan Marino was the 6th quarterback selected in the 1983 NFL Draft. In only his 2nd year, he shattered the single-season records for passing yards and touchdowns, and he led the Dolphins to Super Bowl 19.
It's funny because football's a team sport, but when you're the quarterback, they almost treat you like an individual sport, like tennis or golf. I'm the most loyal Dan Marino fan you're ever gonna meet, so it doesn't take anything away from it.
Everyone would know the name of this obscure former semi-pro quarterback. Johnny Unitas' career became the sport's most famous Cinderella saga.
This was somebody who came from a working class background, comes to a working class city, and refuses to put on airs. We liked him because he was tougher than any quarterback. The hits that Unitas took somehow added to the whole aura.
Elway's got the ball to the end zone.
John Elway is the NFL's all-time leader in fourth quarter comebacks with 47. 9 of them came against teams coached by Marty Schottenheimer.
John Elway has done it again!
I don't know that I would say he was solely my arch rival, but clearly he was a guy who, going head-to-head with him, we came up on the short end of it more often than not.
Time after time after time, he does it, and he is just bitten the Chiefs again.
At the age of 37, he led the Broncos to victory in Super Bowl 32.
Come on, Jack, come on. Inside the 10, head first. He flies inside the 5-yard line. This one's for John.
The following season, Elway repeated the feat and was named MVP of Super Bowl 33.
You can put in whatever piece you want to put with 18 will make it work. All he says, just find your way open. I'll get the ball there. And that's where the Reggie Waynes, the Dallas Clarks, the Marvin Harrisons.
Touchdown, Austin Collie! Touchdown, Pierre Garçon!
That's how dominant he is.
He throws the Stokely touchdown! That's the record breaker!
If you take him out the game, no disrespect to nobody else on the coast, but you make them a very below average ball club.
Peyton Manning is the only 4-time MVP in NFL history. In 10 of his first 12 seasons, he led the Colts to 10 or more wins. But his greatest legacy may be his mental approach. Manning has turned the art of quarterbacking into a science. By the mid-'80s, Joe Montana was a 2-time Super Bowl champion and a 2-time Super Bowl MVP.
Caught by Clark! There's a touchdown for the 49ers!
An intimidating presence to a rookie receiver in 1985.
I remember walking into that locker room and I looked across and it was like deer in the headlights. I'm looking at the man, I'm looking at God, Joe Montana, and I was so nervous, but he really made me feel comfortable, and I knew that we would have a great relationship together.
Montana was football's ultimate winner. Though during his era there were quarterbacks with stronger arms, a quicker release, and more chiseled physiques.
Those little skinny legs that he had.
He's got stats. Tom Brady, touchdown pass number 50, an NFL record.
You want Super Bowl wins? He's got as many as anybody.
A 4th Lombardi trophy is headed to one Patriot place.
You want a good-looking wife? He's got that. Tell me what you want to be the best quarterback ever, and Tom Brady has it.
And now this from Edelman. Incredible. Here's Amendola. Down near the 20. On first down, Brady underneath, finds White. White down inside the 10. Even if it is time for Atlanta. Pass, Amendola. Flag is down. Amendola's in. But it depends on the penalty. sideline. What a throw, Amendola. Brady. Pass is caught. Hogan. Inside the 40. Brady down the gut. Pass is caught. Fake it to Hogan. Flip it to White. Looking for blocks. Getting blocks inside the 20.
Tom was a two-time league MVP. So was Joe. Okay, now you start looking, Skip, okay, what about the division titles? What about the AFC championship games that Tom's appeared in? 24-9 going into that game. So for me, he was already the greatest quarterback, but I told you this also. I said, Skip, if he wins this game and he's the MVP, he passes Jerry, he passes LT, and a lot of people say Jim Brown. Tom Brady is the greatest football player in the 97-year history of the NFL. There's nothing else to debate.